Today we're going to tie a Green Ombre Caddis Larva nymph. Start by getting a scud or caddis hook with a gold bead placed into the jaws of your vise. Attach your thread to the hook. Here I'm using 70 denier UTC Ultra thread in fluorescent chartreuse. Next, take some small copper wire and tie it in at the back of the hook. Bring your thread forward and then back again to secure the copper wire while building a nice little underbody taper. After getting your thread to the back of the hook, tie in some chartreuse floss and bring the thread all the way up to just behind the bead. While I get that floss tied in, why not subscribe to the channel so you never miss another video. Now comes the fun part. We're going to take two shades of green Sharpie permanent markers, and starting with the darker of the two, color about ½ inch with a darker shade. And then with a lighter shade marker, color another ½ inch right behind it. Now as we wrap the floss up the body, we'll go from a nice dark green at the back and fade slowly to lighter green and then a light chartreuse at the eye. Here's a pro tip. Let the Sharpie dry before wrapping it, so you avoid hitting the jaws of your vise and coloring them green, like I did here. Once you get the floss up to the front, tie it off and cut off the extra. Begin counter-wrapping the copper wire in evenly spaced loose wraps, imitating the segmentation of a caddis larva. When you get the wire up to the front of the hook, tie it off with a few wraps behind and a few in front of the wire, and helicopter it free. The next step is to take a strand of peacock herl and tie that in to create a small thorax. Make sure to leave a little bit of the chartreuse color showing behind where you start to wrap the herl. Tie off the peacock herl and cut the extra free. Now take your whip finishing tool and whip finish the thread, cutting off the extra. But we're not done yet. Take some 140 denier fluorescent pink UTC Ultra thread to create a hotspot behind the bead. Because the herl is a bit thick here, I'm going to take quite a few wraps in order to make the hotspot visible. Once you get a nice pink color showing, whip finish and cut off the extra thread. Add a little head cement, and there you have it, the Green Ombre Caddis Larva nymph.